My name is Rochelle Manley, and I am a consultant for NWOET, a nonprofit that travels around to school districts in Northwest Ohio doing professional development on how to use technology. This is one of the videos in a series where we will discuss how to use YouTube in your classroom. In this video, we are going to create a playlist for your class. Since Google and YouTube are associated, if you have a Google account or a Gmail account, you can easily log into YouTube. For the sake of this video, I'm going to sign in using my Google Classroom account. So if I go up here to my waffle, I'm going to click. If I scroll down, I'm going to YouTube. Now, it's going to take me into another account, so I'm just going to click over here to show you. It would take you into a screen just like this. And on this account, I don't have a channel set up, which is what I want to do. So I'm going to click on my profile picture, and I'm going to create a channel. I'm going to click on Get Started. And since I'm going to be using this in the classroom, I'm going to use my account that'll be associated with my name and not set up a channel that you can use for branding. If you're going to use a YouTube account for selling products or something, you would want to use the branded one, but I'm going to use just this one. Now it tells me that my YouTube channel has been created. You can upload a photo. I'm just going to leave it as my profile picture. You could also take a photo. If you look there, you could see the camera icon, so you could take a photo. You can put in a description. If you have a class website, you could link it here. If you have a Facebook class site, you could link it here. Same thing with Twitter or Instagram. And then you can save and continue. Now, I'm going to click on Customize Your Channel. And this is where you can click on, as teachers, we all like to decorate our stuff, right? You can add channel art by clicking here. You can upload a photo that you've already created. You can go into your photos and do something or upload a photo, or you can go into gallery and just pick one of the standards. I'm just going to go in and set this one up. It shows you what it would look like on a desktop, on the TV, and on the mobile phone. You can do any adjustments that you want, and at that point you would just click on Select. Once you have done that, you want to go down and click on the gear. If I click on this gear, you want to make sure that everything is set the way you want it to. So you want to keep all of your subscriptions private. I'm going to keep my playlists as private. If you're using this for a classroom, you don't want people to be able to search for it. And then down here underneath Show Discussion tab, right now it says Display Automatically. This is for comments that your students may leave or other people that you've given the link to. I don't want those to be shown automatically. I want to display once I've approved it. So I'm going to choose Don't Display Until Approved. I also want to go into my advanced settings. And in my advanced settings, I want to make sure that I set my country. Now, the country probably really doesn't matter unless you are doing searching. The keywords, you don't want to put any keywords in unless you want people to search for your channel. I'm going to disable the ads, so I'm going to click here. I don't want my channel to appear in any other channel recommendations, so I'm going to click there. And I don't really care about the number of people that are subscribed to my channel, so I'm going to click there. Then I'll hit save here. Give it a moment to do its little magic. I'm going to come down here and click Save on this screen also. And once I know that those have been saved, I'm going to return to the YouTube Studio up here in the upper right-hand corner. I don't want to learn more, so I'm going to click off of that. All right. It's great that it gives you all the little hints and tips. All right, so now you have a YouTube channel. Now what? If you want to create playlists for your students, you're going to come over here in the dashboard on the left-hand side. You're going to click on Playlist. Now, currently I don't have any playlists, so I'm going to create a new playlist. And I'm going to title this playlist Test. You want to make sure that you set this, if you want it public for anybody to find, you're going to leave it set as public. If you go unlisted, this means that anybody with the address can find it with the link to it. Or private is just you and only you. So if you want your students to be able to see it, but not the public to be able to get to it at will, you want to use unlisted. Then you're going to hit create. All right, now here is my test playlist. You can see that it's unlisted. You can change that here if you want to, but I want to leave that as unlisted. This is where you can share your video, this arrow over here, and we'll talk about share your playlist, sorry. This is where you can share your playlist, and we will talk about that in just a little bit. You can also add a description for your playlist. So if this is for first period English class, it can help you keep track of your playlists. But let's talk about these three circles here. If I click on the three dots, you can add videos, which we'll talk about that in just a moment. You can add collaborator, but you can also do that in your playlist settings. If you click here, you can make it so that your collaborator can add videos to the playlist. You can set your playlist settings, and you can also delete your playlist. So let's look at our playlist settings real quick. This allows you to allow embedding. So what that means is somebody else can use your video, if you created your video yourself, and they can then put this in their playlist or share it with others. So I don't really, since I'm going to be using my playlist for videos that I'm assigning to my class, I really don't think that that's an issue. And you can add new videos to the top of the playlist. You can toggle that on or off. I'm going to go ahead and do that so that all the new videos that I would place in my playlist after it already exists will go to the top, so they're easy for the students to find. You can also, we'll talk about that in class settings also. So I'm going to click done here. Let's go in and look at our playlist. So if I want to add videos, I can do this a couple different ways. I can search for a video. So if I want to do NWOET, we did a video on Screencastify. So I'll search for that. So here is the first video in that. So I will click here. Now, the difference between searching for a video here and pasting the URL, if you search for a video here, you notice if I hit the play button, it doesn't do anything. So I can't actually preview the video here. So if you don't know which videos you want to put on your playlist, you probably want to do a search for that and already have the URLs ready to go. But let's just go ahead and click here, and I can add videos. So give it a moment. It's going to do its magic, and now you can see that that Screencastify video 1 is currently in here. Now another way to add videos if I wanted to add this Google Classroom integration video that we did, I could click down here, do share, copy this, because you notice that this link is a lot shorter than the web address. Click here. I can go to our three dots again, add another video. I can do URL, and I can Control V to paste that in, and then I can add that video. Now, another thing that you can do to add a video, you can also add YouTube videos that you've created. Obviously, I don't have any YouTube videos that I've created yet, but they would be here and you could select them and add those to your playlist for your students also. So again, these are your options under this. Let's go back into the playlist settings real quick. If I go into advanced settings, you have some basic stuff here. You can make sure that it's unlisted. For your ordering, you can make it so that it's by the add date, the oldest, the most popular. You can do it by your publish dates. You can allow your embedding or not over here. And I had chosen to add videos at the top of the playlist, and that's here. Now, under auto add, you can set up rules that videos will automatically get added to your playlist. Personally, I don't want videos that I have not already previewed and know what the content is added to my playlist. So I, as a teacher, would not set this part up. And then here again is another spot that you can allow collaborators to add videos to the playlist. If you say yes, you can invite collaborators to add videos by sharing. You can get the link and share this with them so that they can then add videos. Let me go ahead and turn that back off and cancel out of that. Now that your playlist has some videos in it, you can always come into this playlist and go over here and click edit and add more. You can sort it so the view, right now it's the newest created, but that's the actual playlists. If you create multiple playlists, if during first period you have English and then second period you have a reading class and you create a playlist for them, currently the reading class would then be over top or on top of the English class. But once you have your playlist created, you're going to click right here on the name of your playlist. Mine was named Test. Then once your playlist is ready, you are ready to share it. So I'm going to click right here on this arrow. Now, you can share it several different ways. One way that you might want to share it is if you email your students, you may want to click here and send them an email. I'm going to copy this link. Down at the bottom, it says that the link is copied to clipboard. I'm going to go back to my classroom. I'm going to create material because I want to be able to send them back to the playlist whenever I've given it updates. And I'm going to title this Test YouTube Material. Then you can give it a description. This time I'm just going to go ahead and add a link, and I'm going to Control V to paste that link in here. I'm going to add it. Give Classroom a moment. Now you see that this is my test playlist on YouTube. My topic, I'm going to add a new or create a new topic. I'm going to call this YouTube playlists because I may end up having multiple playlists. Maybe this test one is one that I create videos for that gives them information to review before they take a test. Maybe I create another one that has assignments in it. So I'm going to call this one YouTube playlists, and I can put all of the YouTube playlists under there. It's for all of 4th grade. And I'm going to go ahead and click on post. And now you'll see that I have a YouTube playlist topic. I can get to it here, or I can get to it over here. And if I wanted to, I could play around with that. But my students can easily go in now, click here, click into the YouTube test playlist, and they can watch those videos. In the next video, we will be discussing how to create a video and share it to your YouTube channel.